Hello, folks, and we're finally to Friday at the end of the week here, and we got a beautiful view, beautiful day here to end the week, and it was a splendid weather week for the most part. We're looking at a clear sky from our Alexandria Tower campus, and our broadcasting on Texas Street, and we thank those folks for that. Cam looking up into Natchitoches, thanking Northwestern for that. We're taking a clear sky in that direction as well. Pretty basic weather pattern for us. Again, the weekend. Well, you're going to love it. It's a beautiful weekend coming up. But what about next week? We know how the weather can change here in Cenla. So let's get started. A couple of things to note. Here's a little, maybe a little controlled burn right in that particular Vernon Parish, and another one in southeast part of Evangeline Parish right there. You saw the smoke moving from northwest to southeast. And you might have noticed the wind freshening up out of a northerly direction out of the northwest here for today. We had a cold front come through, and you'll notice it Saturday morning as it will be chilly. So that beautiful weekend gets off to a chilly start Saturday morning in the 40s for the most part for lows. And then back off to the east, we got some showers on the back side of that system. We were getting the dry air for now. They're getting a little moisture wrapping around the system. So they got a few showers flying there. So flood alerts for the Calcasieu at Glenmora. That remains in flood, as well as Little River at Rochelle, and then downstream toward Catahoula Lake. The flood watch remains in effect for portions of Avoyelles and St. Landry Parish because the Atchafalaya River at Simmsport may hit flood stage toward the end of the month. And then the Mississippi River. This is a moderate flood coming down the Mississippi River, and that river is going to have a kind of a protracted flat crest. So don't look for the Mississippi River to go below flood stage until sometime in early May. All right, so that's a roundup of your flood warnings here across the area. Satellite and radar showing the front has already passed through. Here's a secondary little boundary coming through on the back side of the system. You see some clouds and those showers associated with that little surface trough. High pressure, three of those guys. And so we got a beautiful night in store for us. But again, the air is pretty dry behind this front on our side of it, and we'll see temperatures drop. Futurecast, let's go into your Saturday morning, mid-morning grocery store, as Convictus used to do, no problem there. And then for Saturday evening, entertainment forecast, a beautiful evening for that as well. Don't have to worry about rain gear or temperature extremes. Temps will stay reasonable. And then Sunday for church, for Palm Sunday, we've got your 10 o'clock forecast and no issues there. No rain gear, no wet roads to have to deal with. And then chilling Sunday evening or back to the evening service, we got a pretty good forecast working there as well. All right, let's check things out as we give you the basis for the 7-day forecast I just wrote. One system passed, one system coming. Remember, these are bubbles of air. Here's the warm bubble down south. Here are the cooler bubbles to the north, which demark disturbances in the atmosphere. So we've got one disturbance past us. We got another one coming and brewing up to the northwest of us. So I'll put this into motion, and we can see that move to the east and dig a little bit to the southeast. But as you see, most of that energy stays to the north of us, but it's close enough that the Gulf will open up. There'll be a little bit of a moisture response with that. We'll see an increase in clouds, and on the back side, we get another little front, which will come into Cenla. And then we'll see another system. The core of this goes through the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes. And so, again, there's a little dip to the south across North Arkansas and Oklahoma. That's close enough to us to once again keep some clouds in the forecast and a hint of a front out of that. And then going into Saturday evening, that system passes by, but we're still seeing some more energy out to the west of us, and remains to be seen what that does. That is beyond the 7-day forecast, but once again, there has been a change in that 8 to 14-day forecast. All right, the forecast beyond the 7-day forecast, which I'll have in just a second. 7-day forecast then. Beautiful weekend, sunny days, clear nights. There's your chill Saturday morning, 46 degrees, 51 for Sunday. Kind of cool there, but we hit 83. And then we clouded up a little bit Monday, just partly cloudy. I'm not including any rain with that high of 84. Notice minimum temperatures climbing. A little bit more moisture response from the Gulf, 62 there for Tuesday. That's kind of warm, even for April. 77 for your high. I did put in 10% for the AM with that front on Tuesday, and then we're back to 49 Wednesday morning. So temperatures going up and down. Remember, in April, winter still wants to hold on some, but summer wants to come in as well. So there's that tussle, and many times we get these big weather systems. You get those tornado outbreaks there. All right, so there's your Wednesday forecast. We'll start clouding it up once again Thursday, partly cloudy, pretty warm day, warmer minimum temperature, more moisture coming into the area. Remember, the atmosphere can't cool off as efficiently at night when it's humid. And so holding off on the rain right now for Thursday, but then Friday, Good Friday, as we got Easter Sunday on the 20th, 65 and 85, pretty warm day. There'll be some humidity that day, unfortunately, and I did put in 10% just in case we see a little sprinkle or a shower. And looking beyond this forecast, in the 8 to 14 day, April 19th, that is Saturday before Easter. Easter's the 20th, and then the 25th carries us to the remainder of that week. A big area of above normal temperatures, and I think a lot of that will be played out with very warm nighttime temperatures as we get some humidity maybe, and then we go into the precipitation outlook. You see this is swapped once again. Earlier this was a below normal, now it's above normal. Okay, so below normal off to the east of us, but here's the dominant area right here. So with us in an area of contrast with more rain than normal, less rain than normal over here. So right in here is kind of a boundary, if you will. Could be a little bit of an unsettled pattern developing there. So be something to watch there as we head into Easter Sunday, Easter and Saturday before Easter and the week after. All right, so that's it for me. I think Nick Mickens, I don't know if he'll be around in the morning or not, but if he can, he'll try his best to stream, and I'll be around in the PM and in the forecast center. Take care and have